It's the 9th of February, and in case you didn't know, it's National Apprenticeships Week. And new research has found that young people have a strong preference towards being in their local community when it comes to looking for their future career. That's really good to hear, isn't it? Lots of young people also think apprenticeships are a good option. With me now is Samantha Katanda from Yorkshire, who's chosen to do an apprenticeship in engineering, and Richard Harmer as well from BAE Systems. Welcome both to the show.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Now, Samantha, apprenticeships then. What made you decide that you wanted to do an apprenticeship and not anything else?
I think I was quite attracted to the hands-on aspect of apprenticeships because it's been quite nice to learn the theory and then get the chance to put it into action as well. And at the same time, I'm actually doing a placement in the company, so I can see where my work goes and the importance of what I'm doing. It's also been a nice experience to network with different people in the company and to just learn more about the business.
What a lovely thing as well to actually, go to work, learn while you're at work, because I feel like that's something that a lot of us miss, when we're in school or college or elsewhere, maybe even in university. Sometimes that practical aspect sort of gets lost when you're learning. Are you one of those sorts of people that you only learn once you've done the thing?
Yeah, I like to see it in action and then it kind of clicks in my head and it's like, oh, right, okay, that's how it works. Yeah, I'm one of those people.
I like that, though, because you've chosen something that works for you rather than something that doesn't work and that is just going to make you frustrated, which could be the way that a lot of people do it and then end up regretting. Give us an idea, Samantha, of a day in your life. What can we expect if we sort of start thinking about apprenticeships?
Right, so a day in my life right now. So I'm on placement in a department called airworthiness. So that basically deals with getting aircraft into flight and making sure they can stay serviceable while they're in flight. So if, let's say, a new modification is issued for an aircraft, then I can help issue the paperwork, check the paperwork, find all the technical instructions relating to the mod, and then we get that sorted and sent that back to the customer. We also do estimations for future work. So if someone comes to us and they say, all right, so on this aircraft, we want to do this modification at this point in the future. How long is it going to take? What paperwork needs to be issued? Then I would help with that kind of thing.
It sounds incredible. Richard, you are from BAE Systems. Tell us a little bit about the company and what you do and why you decided to go ahead and have apprentices like Samantha.
Your BAE Systems, Bremer and listeners, we're a defence, aerospace and cyber-based company. So we manufacture aircraft, which Samantha was referring to. We maintain them. And we also build submarines and ships. And for all those reasons, we need lots of highly qualified engineers and people with sort of science backgrounds. So apprenticeships are a great way of developing people to have the skills that we need for our business for the future. So in total, we have over 50 different apprenticeship programs. And this year we're recruiting 939 apprentices. And of those, 10 will be in Leeds, Rima and colleagues, and 48 are going to be in sort of Brough and Humber side. So 58 in Yorks and Humber, and you include grads too. Total of 68 young people will be recruiting this September into the sort of Yorks and Humber region. So you are important to us, and the region is important to us, to supporting us and our business going forward.
It's a brilliant thing to see that apprenticeships are being created up here as well, and where young people actually live, because like I said in the intro there, young people, this research has found, they want to stay in their local communities. Like, it's not the way that it was before, where if you grew up in the north and you wanted opportunities, you had to move to London. It was your only option if you wanted to get ahead. Now there are options up here. Once an apprentice finishes their apprenticeships, gets their qualifications, are there opportunities to stay at the company?
Fundamentally, we have some of the highest completion rates in the country. 95% of our apprentices complete. And those, Rima, that 5% that don't, usually it's the first year that they leave, and maybe they didn't really want to do the apprenticeship or whatever, or there may be some behavioural issues. Those that complete apprenticeship, it's almost unheard of that they don't get a job with us. To do a level 3 apprenticeship, it costs us about £100,000 to do a degree apprenticeship. It actually costs us over 150,000. So we would be daft not to take that young person on into employment with us.
And what are you finding with the young people who finish their apprenticeships and then come to work for you full time? Are they sort of, I suppose it's a little bit easier because you're not having to teach someone from scratch how it all works in the company.
Yeah, I mean, as Samantha was saying, the fact you've got that blend of work experience and academic learning, and also the behaviours on top, means that they are occupationally competent. So we haven't recruited someone from the off the market or a graduate from university. You do then need to get them to understand your organisation, its ways of working, its processes, its technologies. If they've been with you from leaving school or leaving college, then you mould that behaviour, you mould those skills over a period of time. So they really know, about us as a business. We don't need to tell them what to do or where to go. They know all that. So it's a huge thing. What we also do find is that many of those, we have qualifications with apprenticeships. Those that do the degree apprenticeships, more than half of them get first class degrees, Bremer. So they do really, really well. And also we do find that they have higher retention than graduates. So the 10-year point, we still got 90% of our apprentices with us, which is a very high retention rate.
That's brilliant. And Samantha, you're doing, am I right in saying, an engineering degree apprenticeship?
Yeah, that's right.
And so when you're sort of studying, tell us about the split between studying and actual on the work, hands-on doing stuff.
Okay, so it's a 5-year program. So we go to uni 1 day a week. So for me, this year is on Wednesdays. So on Wednesdays, that's when I get to do all my uni work, assignments, all that sort of thing. And then the rest of the week, I'll be at work, like doing my job in my placement. So it starts off as a foundation degree. And then by the end of the 5 years, I'll have achieved a bachelor's in aerospace engineering.
That's brilliant. How far off are you?
I've got 3 years left to go.
And I take it that you've really enjoyed your first 2 years. I don't think you'd still be doing it after 2 years if you didn't.
Yeah, I have really enjoyed the first 2 years. I think at the start, we kind of started in COVID. So it was trying to get that balance and, establish safe systems of work. Once the company sorted that, we were able to start going in and, really get on the hands-on aspect of it. So from that point onwards, it's really been quite enjoyable.
It's really lovely to hear that as well, I've got to say, Samantha. For anyone that's listening now, either a young person or someone who's a bit older who's looking to get back into it, and who maybe hasn't thought about an apprenticeship, and maybe they're not going to be doing exactly the same thing that you're doing, what would you say to someone that's considering it, or maybe who hasn't considered it yet?
I would say definitely go for it. Just put yourself out there and try it, because you need to just trust your gut and just do what's right for you. Because I think I was unsure at the start because most of my friends were going down the uni route and it kind of felt like that's what needed to be done. But once I actually made the decision to do the apprenticeship for myself, I can fully back that decision. And I'm really happy with where I'm at now.
Samantha, I'm really happy for you. Good luck to you. I know you'll do brilliantly. Richard, thank you for being here as well. Samantha Katanda from Yorkshire. She's chosen to do an apprenticeship in engineering. That was Richard Harmer as well from BAE Systems, who Samantha works with. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here this afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What a brilliant thing as well. I just really...